We're talking right now. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Adam Chapman alongside Todd Chase Jr. We're talking about Funko Pops here at Martinsville Speedway, not Motor Speedway. Todd Chase Jr., welcome to the booth.
Yeah, it's great to be here at this track that really should tear up the concrete and go back to dirt.
I agree. This is probably the worst track ever made in the history of NASCAR. It should be a dirt race. Bristol beats this track by a lot. Sorry, Joe.
Don't say sorry.
Nah, I mean, you're right. We shouldn't. I want the anyway, or Raphael. I want the orange one. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking about Funko Pops, which is pretty amazing. Jason Gordon on top of the board here right now, Todd. We don't have the biggest field here tonight, but we got a pretty decent size one. We got 13 people, which means should be some good racing. We did not get to broadcast the last 2 weeks because my unfortunate work schedule is junk because of the holidays, but we are back on schedule tonight and for sure next week as well. But I want to mention, Todd, we missed Mike Weber picking up a win, his first ever URL series.
Yeah, this guy's always had some good runs when we weren't able to show up, and unfortunately we didn't, like you said, we didn't get to see him win last week, so I told him basically, you better win this week or you're off the team. So
you got to repeat. I mean,
yep.
If you don't repeat, it's not good. But no, looking forward to this race, Todd. It is a good track to race on, especially in the trucks. I do wish that they would do the update of Martinsville because I don't even think the grass is here anymore. Correct?
I don't think so either. I think it's pavement now.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyway, let us know in the chat who you guys are pulling for. We got a few guys that you may know. I can tell you one guy that's missing that I don't see. Actually, a couple guys, Todd. Todd Cray for one. Patrick Desaunier another. Somebody else I'm missing? Yeah, I'm missing Clocks by Christopher.
Oh, David Kamara, yeah.
There you go, yeah. So I'm missing him as well. Anyway, we will be getting ready to go green flag here momentarily because qualifying is still underway right now. They do qualifying / practice. So looking forward to seeing who picks up the qualifying or who picks up the pole. Todd, who gets the win?
Well, I think I'm going to go with the 2 of Alec Lumpkin this week.
That's a good pick. Alec Lumpkin, a good pick. I'm actually going to go with Sandy Curtis to pick up the win.
That's another good pick.
What is why I'm sitting here looking. I don't know what stint he's on now, what lap he's on with this stint, but his lap times have been pretty consistent. Alec Lumpkin's a really good pick, though, too. Jason Gordon. I mean, really, we don't know. Let's just be honest, we don't really know. Anybody really has a chance at this one. It's a short track, so anything can happen. We know that, so yeah.
Aside to anybody winning at this one, you definitely don't want to be stuck on the outside at this racetrack because it's kind of like Daytona and Talladega. Once you're on the outside and you can't get down onto the bottom, you're kind of like, what do you call that? You get trained the outside.
Yes, that would be correct.
So you definitely want to be running the bottom here.
Todd, have you tried a new Mountain Dew?
Which one? The
Mountain Dew Splash, I think is the name of it.
Is it the one that's supposed to be hot?
No, it's not hot. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, let's get ready to go racing. Let's go to the big screen.
So the answer to your question is no, I have not. Alright. Well, while we're waiting on him to come back, we might as well check out the weather. Right now, I believe that's 64 degrees, air temp, 68 degree track temp. So, don't think the track temp is going to make these guys slide around too much. However, you definitely don't want to be stuck on colder tires here because you'll definitely loop it. So you'll see some of these guys definitely either taking 2 tires or generally just staying out to be on them hotter tires. Let's see. So yeah, still.
What was the track temp you said?
Believe it was 68.
I think we got a weather app. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. Yeah, 68 degree track temp.
So when the tires, like you said, when the tires do get hot, cars do tend to slide around a little bit, Todd. But it makes it fun for us. so why not?
Right.
We'll see. Anyway,
So-
real fast on the mics tonight. As you guys can tell, I'm Adam Chapman. This is Todd Chase Jr. alongside of me here at Martinsville. You guys see our names at the bottom left. And there you go. Todd, it is go time.
Yep. Go time here. I believe.
Was it Jason
What's
Gordon?
my? Yes, I believe it was Jason Gordon on the top of the board.
Yeah, you guys got it. Jason Gordon from Texas. Shane Gross will start alongside him from Virginia. Might be somebody to watch out for, Joe or Todd. About said Joe. Sandy Curtis out of Canada. Alec Lumpkin out of Georgia will be rolling off in fourth. In row 5, we got Mike Weber way up in Michigan, and New York Ronald Hartfield. Ben Gear, Jim Cook, Gary Whitmer, another Virginia driver, I believe, rolling out. He might have a chance. You never know. In the 52, Paul Zoda. We want to thank Paul, by the way, for the awesome overlay. Joel Guy, Tyler Burnett, and Jonathan Scott out of Carolina. So we'll see how it all plays out as we get set to go green flag here at Martinsville Speedway. I keep wanting to say Martinsville Motor Speedway for some reason anymore.
I know.
I don't know why. Anyway, we are rolling here with the 29 out front.
And I believe we'll have. I believe it's 2 pace laps before the pace truck comes down.
You are correct on that, by the way, Todd.
So, getting ready to go here. 150 laps. So it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully these guys are able to keep it green flag all night long.
Yeah, I think 150 laps. I mean, how many sets of tires do we got? Do you know?
I don't know. I believe it's 2. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think you'll. I mean, you may use 2, but 100% feel I think that you're only going to stop here once. So it could be a one-stop race. It might be a 2-stop, but I think 1 for sure. Anyway, let's get ready to go. Green, Todd, if you want to bring us to the green flag.
All right. Pace truck comes down pit road. We'll see Jason. I don't know why I keep saying Josh Gordon. Jason Gordon and the 41 of Shane Gross
Green flag.
lead
Green
the field.
flag.
And here we go. Green flag is out here at Martinsville Speedway. Jason Gordon able to clear the 41. That's going to leave the bottom open for Sandy Curtis back there. He'll reclaim the 3rd spot for the moment.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Mike Weber battling there for 4th under Alec Lumpkin.
And it looks like Jason Gordon going to lead that lap, Todd, as we watch the battle for 4th place now.
Oh, a little contact there between Mike and Alec. That's going to allow Ben Gear to get around Mike.
If you don't get damage here, are you even racing?
Probably not.
Like everybody's going to have some type of tire mark or something on their car eventually. I will say though, Todd, one thing about this track that I learned is we got to still watching Mike Weber here and Alec Lumpkin. Turn 2 exit you could be really aggressive out of. A lot of people tend to forget that as Lumpkin put the bumper here to 7. That's just great short track racing, and here comes the run from the 2.
Yep.
But turn 4 you got to be a little bit more careful on throttle, unlike turn 2.
Right, as you see now, Mike, he's going to slide way up the racetrack and let the 15 get under him and fight for that spot. But, yeah, definitely I can feel like what you explained there is correct. You could be really, really more aggressive out of turn 2, but not in turn 4.
Yeah. So as we continue to watch here, Alec Lumpkin is moving his way, trying to move his way back up. Remember, he started up in 6th or 4th. He's back to 6th right now. Here he comes working on the 77. Or trying to,
Yeah.
I guess.
Trying to, yeah. And from what I'm seeing right now, everybody's kind of single filed out.
You like this track at Knott?
What's that?
You like this track at Knott?
Oh, yes.
I'm a way bigger fan of it at Knott. I think it looks better. By the way, I like Alec Lumpkin's paint. It says Be Jesus. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like that. Pretty cool little paint.
Meanwhile, up front, it is Jason Gordon leading the field.
Jason
Currently
right
joined-
now out by quite a bit. It's showing 5/10. But Shane Gross last time by was faster. This time by He is faster again, not by much, but he was faster that time as well. So Gross is trying to run him down.
Yeah, and then you got Sandy Curtis back there, who's about,
He looked a mess behind him, Todd.
yeah. Here we go. Yep. Thank you. Go ahead.
We talked about this the other night when we did the ASL race. My team may have scraped the wall right there, but you get caught up on the outside of a place like this, you're definitely going back.
Yeah, and looked like Alec Lumpkin had a little bit of a mishap there. That's going to allow Mike to get underneath of him again. Because they're battling right there for, I believe it's the 5th position. Got one into the wall back there in turns 2. Turns 1 and 2, trying to see who that was. I believe it was Gary Whitmer.
He's at the 10th right now. He's actually up one spot from where he, no, I'm sorry, he was actually down one spot from where he started. Because Paul Zoda has moved up. Joel Guy.
Contact there with Tyler Berger, and I believe that was Joel Guy.
I think that's why I was just seeing. I was wondering. I seen Joel was able to take that spot away. And here they go once again, almost touching doors out of turn 4. That was really close. Where do you put Martinsville on the list of short tracks?
Oh, at least top 5.
Out of 5 that we run in short tracks. Joe's over just shaking his head like, he hates us right now. It's okay, though. We don't care.
Nope.
We don't care, Joe. No, I do think, I think it's the second best short track.
Yeah. Behind Bristol, obviously.
Yeah, I think Bristol.
But I really think it should go Bristol, Martinsville. Phoenix is actually, even though technically it's not a short track, it actually races like a short track. So to me, it kind of feels like I would put Phoenix in like the 3rd position in that category. And then you got Richmond and who else? I think there's only like 3 or 4 short tracks, isn't there? Good talk, chat. Good talk.
I've literally been sitting here talking because I'm muting myself.
Yep, see?
I was going to say, would you put Dover in that situation? Or in that category as well? Or New Hampshire?
New Hampshire, I wouldn't.
Just like horrible?
It's horrible. They need to demolish that racetrack and just...
So I'm waiting, because I'm waiting on the Auto Club.
Yes.
I don't know what it's going to be like. I think it's going to be good. I just don't know for sure. I don't think anybody really does. I'm probably missing a short track as well. I'm not going to throw in like dirt. You know what I mean? I'm not going to that. Like Bristol Dirt Race was amazing in my opinion last year, but I don't know. I still think Bristol's the best short track there is, especially as a fan experience.
Right.
You know, I don't think it's close. Martinsville, though, I don't know. I think it's second. To me, it's second. I'm not going to say that too loud. But I do like it in the playoffs. I like Bristol in the playoffs as well, too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Richmond's just horrible anymore. But anyway.
It's not the same as what it used to be.
And I think a lot of it had to do with downforce and all that stuff that they have on the cars. Now, I'm just going to be curious to see how much different it is with the next gen car. You know?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Everywhere else.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how this LA Clash, per se, goes with this package because the package that they're bringing there is basically going to be the package that we're going to have all season long, except for at Daytona, Talladega, and Atlanta.
When is the Clash again?
Well, I believe it's the 6th of February. So, meanwhile, Jason Gordon now continues to lead. He's up 6 tenths, was 7 Unchained Gross. Sandy Curtis still running third. Alec Lumpkin now fourth. And Mike Weber still currently fifth. But it seems like everybody's kind of more spaced out now.
Yeah, so everybody is kind of spaced out right now. Shane Gross actually closed in on Jason Gordon a few laps ago. He's still closing in. He's still working on closing in. But like you said, the 19 does go a lap down, unfortunately, a big deal. But right there, he closed him pretty good. He's really good in 3 and 4. He's not as good in 1 and 2 as what the 29 is. But, I mean, he's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did roll the center that better.
Yeah.
He changed his line a lot, huh?
Yeah, it looks like the 29's a little tighter than the 41.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. You can see that. Nice paint.
You can see right there.
See right there, he just rolls the bottom so good on exit. And right here, he kind of enters a little bit higher right there and then dives down.
Yep. Kind of running that Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson line.
Yeah. Heck, he was Dell Jr.
I think Junior kind of learned that from
I agree.
Jimmy and Jeff Gordon, so.
Who do you think the best Martinsville racer ever was?
Oh, Jeff Gordon.
I think it's Jeff Gordon, but I don't think Jimmy Johnson is second. I think Danny Hamlin's second.
Yeah, he's starting to get up there.
Yeah, he's always pretty quick there. We'll just say Jeff Gordon and Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
Just to make us feel better. Good battle here for the lead, though.
Yeah. The 41 putting some pressure here on the 29. Looks like he's kind of backed off for now. Maybe he's, cooling them tires off. And, well, here we go. The 29 got into the wall on the exit of 2.
Yeah, he's pushing really hard. Look how deep he drove it in. He's going to slide up a little bit. That's just burning the tires off when he does that. Because you tend to slide up. You talked about that when your tires get hot. You slide up, then you're just burning them up. He doesn't seem to get in as deep this time. But he's going to get not a good exit.
Yep. That's going to allow the 41 to get a run, but he will not take it.
Now, I will say that time, Jason didn't send it in as hard in the 30 as he normally does. But we got a lap car. Well, actually, a couple lap cars coming.
Gives a huge bump to that lap car.
Yeah, that's the thing. While we know this, you're only patient for so long. What is it at Martinsville? 1 bump, just letting you know I'm there. 2 bumps, letting you know you better move. And then 3 bumps, they're going to spin you.
Yep, I think that's how it definitely goes. Look at this, the 41 gonna look to the outside. That's gonna bring Sandy Curtis into this mix for the lead. Sandy Curtis riding a wave of momentum as he got I believe that was the lap car, got onto the wall back there and turned 3 and 4. But Sandy Curtis won the opening series race, and here we go. Jason Gordon losing a couple of spots to Sandy Curtis and Shane Gross.
Curtis he's done okay. He hasn't done the best since that opening win. But he's shown otherwise now that he is capable. We don't have the points or nothing right now up. I need to look. I'll look and get everything. I kind of need to know myself.
So far, so good. Still green, 35 laps into this one. It's going by quick.
It is already 35 to 150, so laps are ticking away really fast here at Martinsville.
I don't see these guys coming down for another 15 to 20 laps. Here we go. Sandy Curtis putting some pressure on Shane Gross as they work their way through traffic.
I was looking right here trying to find the points. We only got 4 drivers, by the way, locked into the playoff side. How about that?
Yeah.
Todd Cray, Sandy Curtis, Mike Weber, and David Kamara. The one that is on the bubble, and I'll be honest, Patrick Desaunier in 12th, he was right on the bubble. Ben Gear being here, that's not good for Desaunier because he could get bumped out. But Jim Cook's in right now, Joel Guy, Gary Whitmer, Ron Hotfield, Jason Gordon, Alec and Paul Zoda.
Basically, everybody here, minus Tyler Berger, Joel Guy, Ben Gear, and Jonathan Scott, are pretty much locked in.
Yeah, Jonathan Scott right now is 18th. I know somebody else we're missing. We're missing a few people. Casey Flegel not here. John Gallagher's not here, is he? And Chipman's not here.
Nope.
That's okay. Bases where we can actually see some racing like this.
Right.
The only battle we really got right now is Sandy Curtis. Mike Weber just moved into the top 5, by the way. Is that right?
I think he's been in 5th.
He's been in 5th, okay.
Yeah.
He's right in front of Ronald Hartfield right now. Yeah, that's where Weber started, so you got it right. Biggest mover right now is Tyler Bergert. He's up to 9th right now. He started back in 12th. So.
Yeah, and I kind of feel Sandy Curtis is actually led off from our race leader, kind of letting him work some different lanes, to try and get a run on him.
Yeah.
He sends it in deep there. But I feel like the 41's better on exit.
We're not going to see pit stops for about another 25, 30 laps, I would guess, if we keep this pace up. This will only be a one-stop race. Agree?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
I think so too. Anywho, Todd, you got any this day in history? Do you have anything like that?
I don't think I do, but if you've got some.
I can get you, Todd, just because I'm always up on the news and stuff,
Right.
Not really. Actually, I'm loading it up still while I'm sitting there talking about it. What do you want to know? Sports, TV?
Anything, really.
Okay. Let's go with more modern. Well, here, Todd, talk about the LA Coliseum. The 9th NFL Pro Bowl was played in 1959 at the LA Coliseum. Yeah, how about that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I got that's interesting sports-wise. Maybe. That's pretty much all I got as far as sports go.
Got any weird news?
Oh, I'm sure I probably do. Give me a second on that one. Weird news of the day would be us broadcasting finally on Tuesday. Weird news right now, by the way, we got a battle for 5th as that goes on. I will look that up.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Oh,
Caution
yep.
is out.
I believe it was.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Our race leader. Yeah.
Trying to go back and see what happened.
Did it lock? Well,
let's see.
they just looped it around and into the wall. Well, that was interesting. So pit road's open. Everybody's coming down pit road, of course.
Yeah, it looks like he just it snapped on exit before.
I got you a weird news of the day, Todd. We watched the battle on pit road, or race off pit road.
All right.
This is kind of up your alley, so I just want to mention it. There was a mom who was blind for 15 years regains her sight after discovering misdiagnosis.
Really?
Yeah, I like that. Todd's like, shut up, Adam.
I literally was quiet, laughing, like rolling my eyes, like, oh my goodness,
Just
like.
saying, that's what it says. What if that's actually true?
Well, looks like the 43 is gonna win the race off pit road. No, actually the 4. I think he stayed out. It does look like Sandy Curtis is going to take over the race lead.
Yeah, the Ford did come back down on pit road, so I guess he stayed at the lead lap.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, let me visit this other page because I don't know if that's true. This is what it said. So check this out. This is pretty neat. This is actually a true story. An injured pilot pulled from a crashed plane that landed on a railroad track seconds before the train hits it.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
Uh-huh.
Chances of that, Todd? Somebody did not like you.
Yeah, nobody.
Or maybe somebody did like you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's a weird news, Todd. Kind of feel like Fox News when we do that.
At least we're not CNN.
Another story for another time.
So yeah, when we do go green, it will be the 43 of Sandy Curtis and the 29 of Jason Gordon on the front row. Mike Weber now up to third, and he will be on the second row with Shane Gross. Third row will be Ronald Hartfield and Jim Cook in the 77. Fourth row will be Paul Zoda and Tyler Bergert. Fifth row will be Gary Whitmer and Alec Lumpkin. Jonathan Scott and Joel Guy will make up your sixth row, and Ben Gear will make up your seventh row.
Todd, we're going to turn it up once we hit the start-finish line, so you can bring us to that.
All right.
And we will do that. So you guys enjoy while Todd brings you to the green flag.
Pace truck comes down pit road. And
Green, green, green.
green flag is back out at Martinsville. You guys enjoy turn it up. Trouble! Jason Gordon gets into the wall. Everything good so far. Sandy Curtis continues to lead the field, but he's got a new challenger, Mike Weber, on his back tailgate, trying to challenge for the race lead.
Yeah, we're watching that right now. As you guys see that, Mike Weber winner last week, by the way. Todd mentioned it earlier at the start of the show. Still think Shane Gross might have something here, though, Todd.
Yeah, I don't know. These top four guys right now are kind of separating themselves away from everybody else. But how about that restart there? It was a little crazy with Jason Gordon. You know, it seemed like I think he may have just had too much rear brake in it, and that's what made him snap loose like it did. Because now he's all the way down to 11th. Yeah, Mike's doing a really good job here tonight. Showing the front bumper to Sandy Curtis here. Just saying, hi.
My name is.
So we could see the bumper coming here pretty soon to the 43.
Todd, where do we go next week, by the way? Go ahead and tell us where we go next week and tell us everybody the schedule for this week.
Well, that's a good question here for URL. I can't remember where exactly we go. It may be Talladega. But once you figure that out, Thursday we will be opening the season up for Red Sox on Thursday. They will be using the USF 2000 cars, something different that we haven't seen here in a while.
We will be at Talladega. We got Rec 91 Trail, Mike Weber involved as well.
Yep. A whole bunch of people involved.
The 91, Joel Guy, by the way, who was a lap car. It's a big shot from the 29. Around he goes.
And if I'm Mike right now, I'm not too happy with 29.
Yeah, I would not be happy with too many people. That stacked up that field pretty good. So you're going to see these guys come back down and probably take that fast repair, I would guess, Todd.
Meanwhile, that's going to allow the 43, the 15, the 63 all to stay out. Now we'll see some of these guys, you know, we'll be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's going to be interesting to see what the tires actually does with this. So that'll be fun to watch to see.
But yeah, back to the schedule as we are under yellow.
Yeah, so Talladega next week here.
Okay, Talladega next week.
That ends the regular season, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, Thursday will be Red Sox at Road America. And then...
Yeah, we're opening the season Thursday.
And then, which you and I got to talk. We've got a racetrack that is our choice. We definitely got to figure that out.
We do.
Shortly for them.
We do.
And then Sunday, ASL goes to Kansas for their
opener as well. Yeah, for the opener
yeah.
Elite Series.
Yep. So it'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to Thursday race, the USF open wheel car.
See, I did that race when they had that fun race at.
You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, I liked it. Once I got the car down, you know, when they did their quick little race there during the off season at Watkins Glen, it's kind of between an F1 car and I would say maybe, well, might be too far, but I might just say on one end of the spectrum, it's faster than the Formula V, but it's slower than the F1 car, if that makes any sense.
I want to be curious about the track that we choose. I kind of want to do like a shorter track. But I don't know. In a way, it'd be interesting to see them at a big track, though, wouldn't it? We may have to test a couple of them, Todd.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know how it would be like at Daytona.
Oh, cool.
That'd be fun. Or Indianapolis.
There you go.
Or do we want to put them like on a track like Nashville?
That would be cool, too. But here we go. Sandy Curtis and Ron Hartfield will lead the field to green. Shane Gross and Alec Lumpkin will be your second row. Mike Weber, after being involved in that mess earlier, being the third row. Paul Zota. as the green flag is back out in the air, and it looks like the 43 had a little bit of some wheel spin there.
I was going to say wheel spin could be a factor here. We're not entirely sure on what is going to happen with the tires, so that's what I'm kind of watching right now.
Hartfield gonna fall to third.
All right, man, caution is out.
There's another yellow.
Mike Weber, Todd, and Alec Lumpkin.
Yep.
We're going to replay. There was also somebody else that was involved in this after.
I believe it was Paul Zoda.
Here's what happened. Oh, 77 gets into the 2. Up in front of the 70 goes.
So much for these guys keeping it clean and green.
We are almost at the halfway point, by the way. We will be at the halfway point before we go back green. We're close to it.
So how was your day earlier, Chapman?
Well, I worked all day today. It is what it is on that one. This is work, so, and then just got back from going out to eat, so that was fun. About it, man.
Where'd you guys go to eat?
Went to Cheddar's.
Really?
Speaking of which, I found a die cast at Bass Pro Shop. It was a Noah Graxon. I was going to tell you this. I was actually going to message it to you, but not until you now. There's a Noah Graxon number 9 car, $52, plus I get my discount on it.
Ooh.
That might be worth picking up, huh?
Yeah, it might.
That's what I was thinking too. But yeah, you ever ate at Cheddar's?
Is it just like, we don't have a Cheddar's up here, so would it be something similar to like Rallies or something like that?
Don't know what Rallies is. Never heard of it. It's kind of like it's like a steakhouse type thing. I wouldn't call it a steakhouse, but they serve like a lot of chicken stuff. And they have like fish and stuff like that too. It's pretty good. Kind of like a Texas Roadhouse, I guess. Anyway, you wouldn't know because you live in a town of like 5 people, so.
No! There's more than 5.
Oh, my bad. 12.
No, more than that.
Okay, all right.
So here we go again. It will be Sandy Curtis and Shane Gross now in your front row. Ronald Hartfield will be 3rd, Jim Cook 4th, Gary Whitmer 5th, Jonathan Scott 6th, Tyler Bergert 7th, Paul Zoda 8th, Alec Lumpkin 9th, Mike Weber 10th, Jason Gordon 11th, and then you got Joel Guy, who's 1 lap down in 12th, and Ben Gear, who's 16 laps down in 13th.
Alrighty, so we are set to go back green flag here momentarily. We are past halfway.
Yep, pace truck comes down pit road.
See if we can get it going.
Waiting for the green flag to come back out.
Green, green,
And
green.
there it is. Green flag is back out again here at Martinsville.
Better start that time for everybody.
Yep. Well, I thought there was going to be some contact there from the, I believe that would have been the 77 or the 41, but here comes Ron Hartfield now to the inside of the 77 for the 3rd position. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead. The 41 putting some pressure on the 43 again. As everybody else kind of single files out throughout the rest of the field.
Now remember, Shane Gross we know is very, very fast. He just got in a wreck earlier when he self-spun on the older tires, so he'll have to keep the truck a little bit better. And you even said earlier that he looked loose and didn't seem to snap out.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here. see how long it takes for them tires to wear out. You know, I wonder if he maybe learned some stuff from Sandy Curtis from earlier.
What exactly? You're standing with that one, Todd.
What?
In that message you said that you want that. That Braxton diecast?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have to grab you one. I like you that instead.
I know.
He's like, oh man. I will say, by the way, Todd, Alec Lumpkin has fresher tires than everybody in the field.
Yeah, and you can show it right there. He's just got around Gary Whitmer there.
That was only 5 lap fresher tires, so. And really not even that, because we're getting rid of that green flag run, so.
Now he's setting his sights on the 15 of Ronald Hartfield.
He's still working on Jim Cook, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Jim Cook. I think he may have gotten loose.
He did. Hard hit, but it stayed in the ring.
Yep. Here we go. 44 looking underneath the 77. Tyler Bergert to 6th. Is now everybody gonna go past the 77.
Mike Weber also on the freshest tires. He's got the freshest tires out of everybody that's actually on the lead lap. So he's got 12 right now, 13 now that he touched the line.
He's got a lot of damage on that truck,
He
though.
does. He's up to 8 right now, so let's keep it on him. Still a good battle up front for the lead, though.
Yep,
I didn't
Sandy
realize
Curtis.
the 41 had that much damage.
Yeah, he's got a little. Yeah. Well, one of the things that's nice about Martinsville is that damage really doesn't affect you that much here. So. Continually looking through the rest of the field. We've got a good battle here. Okay.
Before we go through the rest of the field, bring it back up. I had the rest of the schedule up. I'm going to have to find it again. Let everybody know the rest of the schedule. But I'll bring it back up here in just a second if you want to do that.
Alright. So Sandy Curtis is still leading the field. He's got Shane Gross behind him in second. Ronald Hartfield in third. Alec Lumpkin fourth. Gary Whitmer fifth. Jason Gordon sixth. Jonathan Scott seventh. Mike Weber eighth. Tyler Berger ninth. Paul Zota 10th. Jim Cook in 11th. And then you got Joel Guy in 12th. Ben Gear in 13th. But there's a good battle, or there was a good battle there, brewing between Jonathan Scott and I believe it was Gary Whitmer earlier. But I believe the 4 had a little bit of an issue.
We talked a little bit about the schedule for next week when they go to Talladega.
Mm-hmm.
Then the playoffs start after that. It's Chicagoland, Watkinsland, Michigan. I'm curious what the stars mean. Oh, okay, the elimination race. Michigan is an elimination race.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa, Richmond, and Texas. There is 3 night races in that, by the way. Chicagoland's a night race, Richmond, of course, and Texas is a night race. The championship is Atlanta, so there you go.
Oh, Mike Weber catches a little bit of the rumble strip there, turns 3 and 4, gets the truck loose, was able to save it. You can definitely tell these guys are really fighting hard to, you know, keep their position, if not try to improve their position as well. Meanwhile, Sandy Curtis still leading the field. He's up 8/10 on Shane Gross now. And you got Alec Lumpkin now currently third.
Yeah, you picked Alec Lumpkin to finish pretty well. Here he is, still working his way up.
Mm-hmm. Look at this, Chapman. We're already getting close to the lap 100 mark in this one.
50 laps to go here in just a few moments. I'm watching Alec Lumpkin right now. I'm actually hopping on board. Yeah, look at his lap time. He's definitely faster than these guys in front of him.
Alec doing a nice job. It doesn't look like he's driving it in that deep either. I think he's just kind of coasting it in and, you know, then picking up the throttle again, you know, towards the middle of the corner and on exit. Overall, this one's turning out to be a good one.
Y'all and all the racing hasn't been bad. We've had a couple that haven't been too bad, but we've had some big races where it happened.
Yeah, and we don't normally see that here at Martinsville.
I'll pop up the race summary right here real quick. The race summary so far, only 2 lead changes, 98 laps left. Make that 99 now. 3 yellows and 51 laps to go. This half-mile racetrack. And weather temp, by the way, I'm going to say it's 69 degrees now.
Okay.
For track temp, that is 64 degrees. That's a perfect night at the racetrack there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're a fan watching that is like perfect weather.
Yeah. I know I like to have that kind of weather right now.
65.
Hey, it's a lot better than,
It is
well,
cold
hold on.
here.
Ugh. You think it's cold there. Let me show you how cold it is here.
It is 17 degrees here.
Okay.
It's pretty cold.
Okay, I might be warmer than, yeah, it's 26 here.
That's so bad. That is so bad. Not even fair. I thought you're supposed to be colder the more north that you go.
Yeah. We're supposed to.
Might be a lie. Jim Cook is on pit road, Todd. He is a few laps down. I'm not sure. Maybe just had enough of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but we'll wait to see. With him being 3 laps down.
I mean, he's only going to finish with 1 spot from where he's at now.
Yeah.
No guy can pick up a spot. Nobody else will be able to, knock him back. So.
Right.
Oh, we just had a moment right there with Shane Gross. Todd, he got loose again out of turn 4.
Yep. Yep, Alec Lumpkin going to look to the inside of him for that second position, and he will take the second position right now here in 1 and 2. Yeah, or I'm sorry, that was 3 and 4. Now can this 2 catch the 43? I think he can. It's going to be a matter of time. Gonna have to wait and see. So far, Sandy Curtis's lead is a 1.5 seconds to Alec Lumpkin. You can see right there, Alec has a better rotation through basically both ends of the racetrack.
Yeah, he's running quicker lap time. If you're watching, he's running way quicker lap time. I don't want to say way quicker, but he is running quicker lap times than Sandy Curtis. Sandy Curtis has been out there up front for a while now.
25, 30 laps now, hasn't it?
63 laps. So he's got the most laps led right now. And honestly, if Alec doesn't even get the lead, he's not going to be the lap leader for him out.
Right, but you could definitely see that the 2 is catching the 43.
He was faster that last time by. We're going down to 40 laps to go. And that does not take long. We're talking about 20-second laps. So.
So you basically can get 3 laps in a minute. So 30 laps would put you at only 10 minutes long, I would think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Time is running out, that's for sure.
Well, that's going to help the 2 right there. It looked like the 43 slid up just a little.
It's going to be a big lap difference as long as nothing happens here in 2014 too. So Alex doing very similar to what we've seen Shane do earlier. He runs a little bit higher going to 3.
Ooh. 43 gets it under the wall there.
Yeah, Alex is slower that lap time. Over 10.
Yeah, the lead has now fallen back down to 1.3, 1.4 seconds now.
We do got a lap car in front. Oh, right there's a moment for Sandy, but there's a lap car in front of him. Michael Everett, by the way, takes away 8th from Jonathan Scott.
Yeah, something's going on with this 43. I think it's
It's getting loose. This is about the time we've seen a lot of people start getting loose last time, too.
Get ready, we may have a yellow coming here shortly.
Alex is 4 tenths faster. A lot better that time. Alex was still faster, but that's still a really good lap.
Yeah, the gap has now shrunk down to 1 second.
Well, here's where Sandy's going to start worrying too. The lap trucker is not even right in front of him, probably yelling at Joel, got to move out of the way.
I mean, yeah, at this point, you're still 3 laps down. There's no point in trying to. There's no point in him trying to.
Yeah, he should move up. I guess.
All right, man. Caution is out.
There's the yellow.
Caution is out.
Stop. Oh, he just got the apron. Kirby after the exit.
Excuse me. So yeah,
I think this is the updated Martinsville, isn't it? So they have
it might be.
Pavement.
We'll see these guys come down pit road for hopefully the final time tonight. See who wins the race off pit road.
This will probably be the final stop line white. Get a yellow. I don't know if you'll see that.
So if you're the 43, do you take 4 here or do you take 2?
Well, I'm gonna say you just missed his box. I would take 4, but it's gonna be interesting on the exit of here because he could go straight and cut some of this curve off, or does he go out? The 2 could cut straight in. Yeah, 2 may win this race off pit road. Yeah, it's gonna be close.
No, nope. 43 will win the race off pit road. But now the 2, he's going to be stuck to the outside. He's not going to be able to get down right away. Yeah, if I was the 2, I would have waited.
To try to count cars?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a big thing here. We didn't talk about that, but that is a big thing.
Because like I mentioned before, you're definitely going to want to be on the inside. But I obviously understand the 2's strategy as well. You're thinking, you know, maybe you'll lose one spot here on the restart. Then you'll be able to get down. But excuse me, getting a little tired here. But we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Wow, way to go, Todd.
Hey. At least I'm not the one over here accidentally muting myself.
You are right on that. You are correct.
You want to mention Mike is now up to 5th. So now, can the 7? I don't know if he'll be able. I don't know if he'll be able to for sure, but he'll have a decent run at it. I just think the 43 is a little better than him. The 2 is definitely better than him. I mean, we just seen it there.
Yeah, that 2 is really fast.
And it looks like the 43 is going to choose the outside lane.
Smart. Really smart, because that's going to allow that launch off turn 4.
So, I believe here we go. Yep, here we go for the restart. And green flag is out again here at Martinsville. Look at that launch the 43 got.
See, that's what I was saying. Off turn 4 is going to help. Here's Alex Lincoln battling Jason Gordon. Remember, we didn't see Jason Gordon in a while either.
No, he had that.
Did he take 2?
He may have taken 2. Mike Weber battling back there. I believe that's for the 4th position with Shane Gross. No, I'm sorry. He's battling for the 5th spot. I believe that's with Paul Zoda. Alec Lumpkin looking to the inside here for the 3rd position. As Jason Gordon now in 2nd. The top 4 are pretty much broken away from the rest of the field. That's something you normally don't see right away off a restart here at Martinsville.
We haven't seen him a lot. Honestly, we've seen him wreck early. We didn't really see it, but he got 5 spots from where he started.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job right now. Currently running 5th. Oh, trouble. Jason Gordon just gets loose again.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Yep.
Had a lot of trouble. As fast as he was in qualifying, and even at the start of this race, did he get the wall?
Yeah, he looped it and got into the inside wall hard.
So we're going to have a quick yellow here. It's now 5 cautions here. Coming with 20 laps to go in just a moment. But up front, Sandy Curtis, Alex Lumpkin, Shane Gross, Paul Zoda, Michael Weber, now your top 5.
And I mean, if you're Jason Gordon now, I think you just say, you know, back out of this and be done.
Yeah, that was a hard one. That's tough. He had a fast truck too.
I kind of feel like that was a product of cold tires. Because tires normally here don't come in until 10 or 15 laps into a run.
You are correct.
So we'll see these guys double up again.
Getting ready to go back. Green flag here at Martinsville. We're going to have about 19 or 18 laps to go. When it is time to go green in just a few moments.
Yeah, when we go back green, it will be Sandy Curtis and Alec Lumpkin again on your front row. Shane Gross and Paul Zota would make up your second row. Mike Weber and Gary Whitmer your third row. Ronald Hartfield and Jonathan Scott would be your fourth row. Tyler Berger and Jason Gordon would be your fifth row. And then Joel Guy 11th, Jim Cook 12th, and Ben Gear 13th.
It's about that time to double up here. We're going to have 18 laps to go when we go green flag. Make that 17 laps because caution lights are still on, Todd. What did you make them stay on for?
What's that?
Why'd you make them stay on for?
I don't know.
We are set to go green here momentarily.
It should be going off this time by, I would think.
Once again, Talladega next week, and then this weekend, or this Thursday, we have Red Sox Racing Series from Road America, you said, Todd?
Yes.
And then this weekend, we will be with the ASL opening season from Kansas.
Yeah, and I also want to mention, don't be surprised if you see a broadcast from me on the channel from the Roar at Daytona on Saturday morning. So, green flag is back out in the air here at Martinsville, and look at the run that Danny Curtis gets again. Being on the outside, he's got Alec Lumpkin battling for second. Right behind him, he will clear. I believe that's Shane Gross. Shane's still stuck into that outside lane. See him battling with Paul Zota. Also Mike Weber. Alec Lumpkin still continuing to try and catch this 43. Yep. Do believe Shane was able to keep that third position.
Good battle here with Mike Weber and Paul Zota still side by side as they exit turn 2. Drag racing on the backstretch into turn 3.
But Mike Weber back up to fourth.
63 puts the door.
Ooh.
7 puts the door to the 63, should I say. Here comes the 15 now. Oh, there goes the wreck.
All right, man.
Yep.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Yeah, I believe Jason Gordon was also involved in that as well. Maybe not.
Here's what happened, by the way. 52. Actually, may have got, he did basically did use the bumper on the 52. That's what she got. Todd, we're looking at a very short sprint shootout here now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we go back green, there should be only, what, 9, 10 laps to go.
Laps to go, yeah. We'll see how that goes out. By the way, I didn't realize that update was that big today.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
It was way bigger than I expected.
But yeah, after that update, I did test out the new Daytona, the updated version, and noticed that, I don't know if it was just with the car that I was using or what, but going into turn 1, it was definitely, you know, it was snapping loose as soon as you got on the brakes. So, something we're definitely going to have to, yeah, for sure. I mean, with me and Mike running the Roar on Saturday, and then the following week, all of us running the date. Yep.
Looking forward to that, though. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Until we crash out 10 minutes in.
Probably.
Might not be that fun.
Joe would probably be very upset. Especially if it was him that wrecked the car. Waiting on the pace lights to come off the pace truck. Hopefully they'll be going off next time by.
Yeah, I think we will be going green with 8 laps to go, Todd, and still your top 3. Sandy Curtis, Alex Lumpkin, Shane Gross. We've seen them names up front. By the way, it looks like
Yeah, it looks like Jason Gordon has called it quits.
the 43, by the way, will have the most laps led as well tonight. Just FYI.
Alright. And there we go. The pace lights do come off the pace truck. And it will be the 43 and the 2 on your front row again. Looks like it will be the 41 and the 7 on your second row. 15 and the 4 on your third row. 44 and the 63 your fourth row. And 52, the 91, the 77. Rounding out the rest of the field. Green flag is back out in the air.
Here we go. Good start there by Sandy Curtis as the green flag waves. Good battle right there going on right behind them with Mike Weber and the 41. Yep. Someone goes up into the wall. Looks like
41.
There we go. More contact. We may have another yellow coming out. No, we stay green.
It stayed green, but look at this. Mike Weber, there's the yellow.
That was a big wreck. They just piled it in. That wreck took so long to develop.
Tell you what, Sandy Curtis is glad that yellow came out, because once the yellow had come out, he had gotten the curb and he had a little bit of a moment there.
Did he? I did not see
in turns 1 and 2.
See if I can find a replay to that. Sandy's going to be tough to beat now that the laps are ticking down. Because this may be actually a green-white checker. Not a official green-white checker, but this could look like a green-white checker. I think it will be, actually.
Yeah, and look who's in third right now.
I know,
Mike Weber.
He's just going to be happy to get interviewed by us since he won last week and we didn't get to interview him.
Yeah. So what is our caution count now?
7.
Okay, so not terrible for Martinsville.
No, actually better than I thought. Alright, so let's get ready to go back green here in just a second. All in all, Todd, thoughts on the race?
Overall, it's been a pretty solid race, I think.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen some guys come and go throughout the field and have issues and bounce back from them. So, prime example, the 2, the 7, 4 as well.
Sure.
So, but I definitely think the 43 is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, I think with the restart that he could have, then that's going to be tough to do. This is going to be a green white checker, by the way, Todd. Unofficial.
There you go.
So if the white flag does come out, race is official. This could get pretty crazy here really quick with everybody trying to judge this restart. Alec Lumpkin really has to pay attention to the 43 this time if he's going to have a chance. I'm going to be honest, if he gets a good start, you're not catching him.
No, it seems like he gets these really good launches from the top, and ultimately nobody can really. Nobody's actually got the speed that he has
So here we go.
See what the 43 can do. We'll see if this 2 can actually hang with him on this restart. As the pace truck looks for pit road, and there it goes.
Here we go. 2 laps to go.
Green flag is out.
Green flag, green flag.
2 looks like he has a better launch that time. Meanwhile, Mike.
There goes 41.
Yep, 41 gets turned by the 7.
All right, man. Caution
And
is
the
out.
yellow will
Caution
come
is
out. Now I believe we will have 3 attempts at an actual green-white checker besides that one that we just had.
I think the 41 might have actually spun himself. I don't think the 7 touched him. I think he was going around, then the 7 touched him, or did he actually touch him? Hold on. Yeah, he touched him. It might have. Like I said. You notice Andy Curtis is like, can we please just get to the line?
Right. Yeah, that time it actually looked like the 43 touched the wall when he launched.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, one guy who was happy is the 77. He gets his lap back. One of his laps back, I should say. And we will rack them and stack them and do it again.
So we will be getting ready to possibly double up here.
Should be doubling up next time by, I would think. And looks like we're going to have one more lap under yellow.
Who wins at Talladega next week, you think? Just
The
pick a number.
the 7.
You think 7?
Mm-hmm.
I will say the 77.
Only reason why I say the 7 is I know he's got a knack for them super speedways. So,
You like super speedway racing?
in some vehicles I do.
In the same way. It all depends. I wasn't a fan of it in the next gen.
Yeah, I'd rather do them in the next gen versus the 87s.
So you like them more than the next gen than the 87? That's interesting.
Yep.
Alright. Here we go, Todd.
Here we go. Green white, official green white checker number 1. Let's see what the 2 can do against the 43 this time. And green flag is out again.
If the white flag comes out, race is official. No matter what happens.
Mike Weber battling Ronald Hartfield for 3rd. He will clear him right there. Got a bit of an issue in the backstretch, but it's not going to matter. White flag is in there. Race is official no matter what.
Alec Lumpkin trying to close the gap in on Sandy Curtis. Not sure if he's going to have time to close in, so the battle's going to be for 2nd.
In turns 3 and 4, it will be Sandy Curtis picking up the win here at Martinsville. Looks like Alec Lumpkin going to finish 2nd and Mike Weber going to finish 3rd.
Ronald Hart going to finish in 4th. Jonathan Scott 5th. Gary Ritter 6th. Joe Guy, Shane Gross, and Tyler top 9. The rest of them down. Jim Cook in 10th. All right. Burnout about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Which means it's time for us to push news. All right, let's see if we can pull Sandy Curtis in.
All right.
They were trying to mess with stuff. Hey, Sandy, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, buddy, go ahead, man.
110 laps led, and your first win since the start of the season, and it comes on a short track. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, I like the short tracks, and it really helps when Todd's not here.
That does help a little bit. Either way, man, it looks like tires was pretty important here. Was you surprised by how big the tire difference? It looks like trucks was getting loose on the longer run.
Yeah, they were, but I actually liked them better in the long run. When we got this caution, it just scared the hell out of me, and especially all these restart. But I would take the outside for Alex could keep the inside as a teammate, because if he started on the outside, he'd drop back a bit.
For sure on that one. Well, next week we head to Talladega, and I know you like that place as well. Thoughts on heading there?
Yeah, we got to hook up with our teammate Gary there. He almost had Daytona there, and I got lucky for once. I actually beat him, and usually he's always ahead of me at the big super speedways. So looking forward to it next week. I want to hook up with my partner and push him up to the front.
Hey, man, any shout-outs you want to give out before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, I'd love to give a shout-out to my wife and to her little Jeep. She bought a Jeep. She went to pick it up, and it was all smashed in at the dealership. So not a good way to start.
That's interesting. Hey, good race, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and thanks for all the work you guys do, and thanks for URL.
Hey, thanks, buddy. You know, that's a crappy way to start. You go to buy a Jeep and it's smashed. That's interesting. Anyway, let's talk to Alec Lumpkin. Another top 3 finish for the number 2. Alec, not a win, but still a top 3 finish. You got to be happy, I think, overall with second. You was pretty quick on a long run.
Yeah, man, those restarts killed me. I needed at least 10 laps on my tires for me to have any kind of speed. And it's not that I don't think I picked up speed. I think I just didn't fall off as bad as everybody else.
Yeah, we noticed that your times was, especially over the long run, was really quick. But either way, man, Martinsville Under the Lights finishing second. This is a good way to put points-wise because we can definitely go ahead and say you're pretty much locked in now to the chase.
Yes, sir. I think that should have locked me. Paul Zada should be locked in just by starting. And I want to say one other, but I can't remember exactly who.
Yeah, it looks like it locked a lot of people in. Maybe, I don't know if Jason Gordon's going to be locked in or not. But either way, man, go to Talladega next week. What's your thoughts on heading there? Anything can happen.
I'm just glad that I can go there and not have to worry about points like some of the guys still have to. A win is, I'm 100%, my only goal is a win next week. That's it.
There you go. Hey, shout outs and all that, dude.
Yeah, man, I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting. You guys do an awesome job. Audrey Epilepsy Awareness, definitely always on my mind there. And just, yeah, thanks, guys.
Hey, good job, man. Another top 3 finish tonight. Move him back up. And next up, we'll bring in your favorite person in the world, Todd. Do you want to interview him or you want me to do it?
You could do it.
All right, Mike Weber going to finish P3 tonight. An up and down night for you, Mike, but still a top 3 finish. That's got to feel good coming off a win last week.
Yeah, it did feel pretty good. Ran pretty good. Just started to lose my brakes there towards the end of that last run.
Talk about running this racetrack, man. It looked like we talked a little bit about it a few minutes ago to Sandy. It looked like the truck was really loosening up for a lot of people. Some guys looked like it was tightening up, but how did it feel for you?
End of the very first run of the race there, definitely started to get a little looser towards the end of that run. A little tight in the middle of the corner. Then I picked up that damage there in the middle. Once I finally got that away, I was pushing more of a tight end loose off at the end, being I wore my brakes down.
For sure on that one. Well, we know that you like Talladega. Todd was talking about you're one of the favorites heading there. What's your thoughts on Talladega? You already got a win, so you locked into the playoffs already. What's your thoughts on heading there?
Talladega is always a fun track. It's an up and down kind of thing, but I have a lot of fun there. I'm just kind of hoping to hang around and be there for the finish, and hopefully I can pick up another win.
Hey, shout outs and all that you want to give out, dude?
I want to shout out to my guys there at Overtake Motorsports, and Valvoline Racing there.
Well, it works. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Todd Chase. Thoughts on the race?
Well, we've seen some up and down, like you heard Mike talking. Some of these drivers have been up and down night, and overall, nobody could catch the 43 of Sandy Curtis, and just a product of the late race restarts that he was able to have, getting the launches off from the top, and overall, it was a pretty good race.
So that'll do it for us tonight, guys. We'll be back on Thursday night for Red Sox Racing Series live from Road America and the USF 2000, I believe. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and we'll see y'all then. God bless.